Hello everyone. A few people had asked about what it looks like, or more questions about what my yard is like, basically. So I said that we would make a video, or that I would make a video just walking up the driveway and up towards the house. So here we are. Some of this video is going to be repetitive because I did this walk a day or two ago. So there's the garage off in the distance. We're going to walk right past it. Won't take long. This area in here, all this, I cleared out a few years ago with the lawnmower. I think I mentioned that in the other video. It used to be just all grown over like waist-high brush and stuff with a couple of deer trails through it. There's a big open field behind the garage that goes off into the woods. And beyond these trees there is a creek that runs along behind everything. We're not going to go down to the creek today. So we walked past here yesterday. And yesterday, in the previous video, we kind of veered off to the left to follow the path that I think the bear followed. Anyway, there's the garage. And the driveway kind of curves around here to the front of the house. This big open field here in front of the house, this was all ground cover too. It wasn't grass. Like now it's probably about 80% grass. When I moved in it was not. It was whatever this stuff is. That's what it was. And I just kept, all I did was continuously mow it. Anyway, here we are. There's the front of the house. So we're going to walk around this side of the house into the backyard, that kind of stuff. But there's the view, I guess, down the driveway towards the garage, right? The garage is back over this way, kind of around the corner. You can kind of see the tractor there, right? And we'll just walk around. Now, I hardly ever use the front door, ever. The only time I use the front door is when FedEx or UPS leaves something on the porch. Then I'll go out the front door to pick it up. So you can see this mound here. That's the septic system. It's just grass and weeds and stuff up there. That's the vent for the septic system. This plays an unknown part in the septic system. I don't know what that does, but it's part of it. There's the back porch or deck, whatever. Right. Table I built a couple years ago. Needs to be refinished. There's a shed over here. You can kind of see it. Through the woods there. There's a shed there. So right now this shed is mostly empty. It just has a log splitter in it. That's where I keep it. This area was all grassy like this when I moved in. This is still, I mean, there's a path right through there. Deer come and go through there, and bear, and who knows what else, right? That trail goes for a while, and it narrows down. You could ride a Jeep or a quad down there for a while, but then it gets narrow. And that's a target that I have there, steel target. And beyond these trees, I mean, once you go past that target, we're at the base of a hill. It goes up pretty steep, so nothing back there but trees and state game lands. This was a big open pit when I moved in here, and I've been slowly filling it in with grass clippings past couple summers. Right. Here's the back of the house and into the backyard. Yeah, I saw something here that I'll point out. That is bear sign, bear scat. And so there was a bear here in the past day or two, because that was not there yesterday when I was out here. That was not there. So a bear has recently visited. I'm going to have to drag the garden hose down here and rinse that down. Rinse it into the grass. Hitting it with the lawnmower is no good. And I'm going to have to cut the grass in the next day or 2 or 3. Anyway, that's the back of the house. Right, we came in that way. Walk around this way. Now, beyond these woods and stuff is the creek, probably about 75 yards. This path, it's about wide enough to drive a truck or a car down if you wanted to. But last fall I created this. It goes down to about here. It doesn't go much further than what you can see. And beyond that, the ground gets pretty squishy. I was hoping to create a path to walk all the way to the water's edge, to the creek's edge, but that's not going to be possible for a few more years. That ground is all squishy because of the beavers that were here. Another view of the back of the house. That is the door that I use most of the time. There's a couple other paths over here as well. This path here in the corner, that goes down towards the to the creek and the bridge as well, and it kind of loops around and comes out on the far corner of the field behind the garage. And then this path goes through, and it also turns left but comes out in on the near corner of the field behind the garage. The field behind the garage isn't that big. It's probably an acre, maybe a little less. But it has a near corner and then a further corner. It is pretty rectangular. And this is the side of the house. Underneath this deck, when I moved in, was filled with all kinds of just yard junk that whoever was here before, or whoever refinished the inside of the house, just put a bunch of junk under there. And it took me a couple of weekends of dragging stuff out to the curb for the trash to clear all that junk out of there. Didn't really find anything that was useful. Anyhow, there's the Bilco doors to the basement. That's my propane tank. It runs the stove and the clothes dryer, right? And that's the driveway. That's where we kind of started. It goes back out to the road. You can kind of see the back of the garage here. Right. That's a burn barrel that has been getting lots of use. Not so much this summer, but the past couple summers it did. This is a pump. This pump, I got to put this in the garage. I've been using this pump to pump this low ground out. I don't know how well it shows up, but this is low ground and it slopes up towards the garage. And what I've been trying to do is fill this in with, I had a couple of dump truck loads worth of dirt dropped off. I'm trying to get it moved in here with that tractor. Tractor's over there. Anyway, I've been trying to bring this grade up, and it's working pretty good. I got to weed whack this grass down flat, and then put some more dirt over here, just to try to even this out a little bit, and then just slowly bring it up, and it'll kind of start filling this in. Anyway, that's the goal, anyhow. And you can kind of see the yard or the field that's behind the garage. It goes back a little bit more on the other side of all this brush. The field behind the garage goes back to about even with that big tree. It's kind of straight across, parallels the back of the building. That's about it. This stuff, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it on video, but it's about 10 or 12 feet tall. It is big, but that's going to stay. I'm probably going to cut this down, this little bit here, just cut it back just to straighten these lines out a little, that's all. There's the side of the house. All right. The side of the house / front of the house into the backyard. And over here in this field, I mentioned in the other video that I found plenty of bear scat over here too, past couple of years. This year, so far, only once. That's what happens to the grass when you get some bear scat. Makes the grass grow better. Yeah. Like I said, this fence is pretty short. What is that, 10, 20, 30 feet? Maybe less. $25 feet. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. This path here, I cleared this out. That's going to wind up in the burn pile. There's a bunch of stuff over here that's going to get burned. Anyway, this path through here I cleared last summer or last year or so. From the end down there, that's just beyond the sunshine. Anyway, from down there to that target, right, down to there, that's 100 yards, right? From the target, through this straight line, down this path, that's 100 yards. I wanted a 100-yard firing line. That's it. I could go a little bit more and make it a 150-yard line, but I might have to cut down some evergreens, and I really don't want to do that. I really want evergreens to kind of take over. Well, that is just about exactly 15 minutes. This is some where I've been stacking up firewood lately. Just junk that needs to get burned. Anyhow, that's it. Now we're up to 15.5 minutes. And normally when I come and go from the house, this is how I do it. Right up these steps. Onto the deck. And in we go. One more quick look around. And now we're at 16 minutes, so yeah, alrighty. See y'all later.